What if I told you that one simple habit, just 1 hour a day, could quietly change the entire direction of your financial future? Not a secret investment, not a lucky break, just one. Or it's a habit used by people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and one of the most successful minds in history, Benjamin Franklin. Most people scroll social media, watch random videos, or complain about their problems during that hour. But the people who end up building wealth, they use it very differently. And on you. Understand what they're doing with that time. You'll start to see why some people stay stuck financially, while others keep moving up year after year. Before we go deeper, if you enjoy learning the real strategies behind money, success, and financial growth, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Financial Reality. It helps the channel grow, and it makes sure you don't miss the next video that could completely change the way you think about money. Now imagine this. Two people wake up tomorrow with the exact same income, same job, same city, same opportunities. 10 years later, one of them is still living paycheck to paycheck, constantly stressed about money. The other one has built investments, new skills, maybe even a business. The difference wasn't luck. The difference was how they used small pockets of time consistently. This idea is known as the 5-hour rule, and it's surprisingly simple. The rule says that highly successful people spend at least 5 hours every week, about 1 hour every day purely on learning, thinking, and improving themselves. Not working, not earning, just learning. Benjamin Franklin practiced this habit long before the internet, long before modern business schools, and long before personal development books were popular. Franklin grew up in a poor family. He had very little formal education. In fact, he had to stop going to school when he was just 10 years old. But he had something that most people never develop: a powerful curiosity and a daily commitment to learning. Franklin would wake up early and ask himself one simple question: what good shall I do today? Then he would spend time reading, studying ideas, experimenting, and reflecting on what he had learned. That daily practice slowly built one of the sharpest minds in American history. He became a writer, inventor, scientist, diplomat, and one of the founding fathers of the United States. And it all started with a habit that required no money, just time and discipline. Fast forward to today, and the pattern is still everywhere. Warren Buffett, one of the richest investors in the world, spends about 80% of his day reading. Bill Gates famously takes think weeks, where he isolates himself with books and research papers just to learn and reflect. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science by reading textbooks. These people are not successful because they were born with magical intelligence. They simply spent thousands of hours learning things most people never take the time to study. Here's the uncomfortable truth: most people don't like hearing. The average person spends more than 3 hours every day on their phone, mostly consuming entertainment. But they spend almost zero time learning about money, investing, business, psychology, or skills that increase their value. Then they wonder why their financial situation never changes. Wealth is rarely built by working harder at the same level. It's built by increasing your knowledge and skills, so your value grows over time. And the 5-hour rule is one of the simplest ways to do that. Think about it this way: if you dedicate just 1 hour every weekday to learning something valuable, that's 5 hours a week. Over a year, that becomes more than 250 hours of focused learning. Over 10 years, that becomes 2,500 hours. Now, imagine what happens if those hours are spent learning about investing, understanding how businesses grow, studying negotiation, improving communication, or building digital skills. At first, nothing dramatic happens, but slowly, your thinking becomes sharper. Your decisions improve. You begin seeing opportunities that other people completely miss. One of the biggest myths about success is that it happens suddenly. In reality, it usually happens quietly over a long period of time. Skills compound, knowledge compounds, relationships compound. The person who learns consistently for years eventually reaches a point where their experience and understanding become extremely valuable. And when that happens, their income and opportunities often rise quickly. The 5-hour rule is usually broken into 3 simple activities: reading, reflection, and experimentation. Reading is the easiest place to start. Most billionaires are obsessive readers. Books allow you to download decades of someone else's experience into your brain within a few hours. Instead of making every mistake yourself, you learn from the successes and failures of others. A single book about investing might save you from losing thousands of dollars later. A book about psychology might help you understand people better, which can improve your career or business. Reflection is the second part, and it's something most people completely ignore. Successful people regularly step back and think. They review their decisions, analyze mistakes, and ask themselves how they can improve. Benjamin Franklin kept a personal journal where he tracked his habits and behavior. He believed that honest self-reflection was necessary for growth. Without reflection, experiences don't turn into wisdom. They just become memories. The third part is experimentation. Learning is powerful, but knowledge becomes truly valuable when you apply it. This could mean trying a small investment strategy, launching a side project, testing a business idea, or practicing a new skill. Many successful entrepreneurs started with small experiments that eventually turned into huge companies. The key is not waiting for the perfect moment. It's taking small actions and learning from the results. Another powerful reason the 5-hour rule works is because it changes your identity. Learning, you slowly begin to see yourself differently. You stop seeing yourself as someone who is stuck in a job, and you start seeing yourself as someone who is constantly evolving. That shift in identity affects the decisions you make. You start asking better questions. You become more curious. You notice patterns others ignore. And here's something important most people overlook. The goal of the 5-hour rule is not just to collect information. The real goal is to train your brain to think differently. You expose yourself to new ideas. The more creative your thinking becomes. You start connecting ideas from different areas. A concept from psychology might help you, of course. Many people hear about habits like this and immediately say they're too busy. But when you look closely, the problem usually a telak of time. It's lack of priorities. If I were to learn something valuable, the issue isn't time management, it's mindset. The people who eventually build wealth treat learning as an investment, not a chore. Another reason this rule is powerful is because it reduces risk in your financial life. The more you understand how money works, the harder it becomes for bad decisions to destroy your progress. You start recognizing scams, poor investments, and emotional decisions before they cause damage. Knowledge acts like a financial shield. There's also a hidden advantage most people never think about. Consistent learning makes you more interesting to other successful people. When you understand ideas, trends, and industries, conversations become deeper and more valuable. That often leads to better networks, partnerships, and opportunities. Many life-changing opportunities start with simple conversations, and those conversations become possible when you have something valuable to contribute. Imagine people again 10 years from now. One person spent thousands of hours consuming random entertainment. The other person spent those hours learning about markets, technology, leadership, and human behavior. Which one is more likely to recognize a profitable opportunity? Which one will be more confident making big? This is exactly why the 5-hour rule continues to appear in the routines of successful people across different generations and industries. It doesn't rely on luck, special talent, or expensive education. Anyone can start it tomorrow. 1 hour, 5 days a week, reading something valuable, thinking deeply about ideas, and testing what you learn in the real world. Then one day you notice something different. You start making smarter decisions with money. You see opportunities others overlook. Conversations about business, and Benjamin Franklin once said that an investment in knowledge pays the best. Hundreds of years later, that idea is still proving itself again and again. The same. The people who keep learning eventually move ahead of the people who stop. The real question is whether most people are willing to commit to it long enough to see the results. Because the truth is, the habit itself is simple, but consistency is rare. Tell me in the comments, what is one skill or topic you would spend your daily learning hour on? Investing, business, psychology, technology, or something else? Your answer might inspire someone else reading the comments to start their own learning habit. And if you found value in this video, share it with a friend who wants to improve their financial future. Don't forget to subscribe to Financial Reality Ethical for more videos that break down the real habits and strategies behind wealth. Because sometimes, the biggest financial change doesn't start with money. It starts with how you spend a single hour.